All right, Shalom. All right. First and foremost, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. All right, this is the brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina. All right. All right, that's more shit. Yeah, brother Yeshaya, part of Men of Valor, South Carolina, and I'm coming at you with this testimonial of sorts, based upon the elder apostle Tahar's video, which was inspired by a comment that was left on his page. And the comment, which through the spirit, I saw it last week, and I didn't jump on it right away. I started to do a video on it, but then through the spirit, the beloved elder Manatazakba did, a beautiful, edifying video on it. Okay, and then through the spirit, I was like, okay, well now, the bulk of the edification was already, given through the Holy Spirit, through the elder Manatazakba. But I'm just gonna come with my testimony. I don't like talking about it. I don't talk about it a lot, but I was in Esau's military once upon a time. Okay, and through the spirit of the power of the Lord, I didn't. I wasn't in it too long. Through the spirit, I hated every minute of it before I even knew about the truth, because I didn't come into the truth until 6 years after I separated from the military. But the Lord already had it to where I had to recontract back out, because once you get into Esau's military, you have to sign basically your life away. That's what they call it. They call it basically you signing your life away. So you sign 100. It seems like 200 documents, man. Basically giving up your rights and basically saying that you belong to the system, man, the beast system. So the answer to that, no. If you are in the military, if you are part of the elect, all right, because we might have some elect that's in the military right now, but best believe they're on their way out. Okay, because man, hey, they're on their way out, and it started back, with the when they started to, give out the juice or whatever, man, the the Capri Sun, and then the military was the first to actually basically kind of mandate it, but they were telling people, okay, well, you can separate if you don't, take that. So being in the government, you're gonna be the first in line to have to take whatever is on the agenda. All right. So no, if you are part of the elect and you have woken up to this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you need to separate from the military. You pray to the Lord, and the Lord will find you a way out, because you're joined right with the beast system. All right. Now, with the military, part of the military is you actually having to shave your beard. All right. You can get waivers and stuff like that, but you really have to shave your beard. It's mandatory, and it's hard to get a waiver. Okay. And, the waivers only last for a couple months at a time. You got to keep renewing them. If they see your health get your, not health, but your irritation or whatever getting better, then they're going to pull the plug on your waiver, so to say. So that's a finite, all right, for the most part. But in another part of the testimony, not only I was saved from that, but then started to grow my beard out. Even before I even went into the truth, I just liked how it looked. I didn't have it all the way out, but I had it like the scruff part and just growing it a little bit, and I was lining it up. I didn't know any better. But then you got in the truth, we just was able to let it free and let it grow out, and that's how men are supposed to be. All right, but not to ramble on, I never had to have a job that required me to shave my beard, and part of that reason is because the Lord knows your heart, and I say it like boldly and confidently. I had it in my mind. Anything that compromises the law, statutes, and commandments, especially the ones that I can keep, or I can keep to the best of my ability, like growing a beard on my face. I'm like, Lord, I don't care what type of job it is. I'll never do anything like that. Okay, and he had it to where I never really had to do anything like that, and I had pretty decent jobs, in the truth, and through the Spirit and power of the Lord, I'm in a straight place right now, and that's all the Lord, all praises to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. But it's just that I didn't say this, man. You got to have faith in the Lord, and you have to really have faith in the Lord, and He will guide your paths. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into the scriptures. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 3. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 4. Yeah, so I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at the top, if I may. This is Proverbs 3. My son, forget not my law, but let thine heart keep my commandments. So there you go. Now we don't push. You gotta, when you first come into this thing, you gotta follow all laws, statutes, and commandments to the T, or you're not a part of the elect. You're not gonna get saved. We don't do that. Okay, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, with by our elders' leadership. Hey, this thing, you can deter somebody from coming into this thing if you preach. You push the law, too heavy. You have to start slow. Spoon feed them. Okay, just like we were spoon fed, knowing your heritage, knowing the visage of Yahweh Shai. And then this keeps going. But then once you start getting closer to Yahweh Shai, naturally, the following of the law, statutes, and commandments, will come naturally or whatnot. But for length of days and long life and peace shall they add to thee. So these commandments are set up for our well-being and our well-doing. Okay, the scriptures say, "Follow thy commandments and live." Right. Let not mercy and truth forsake thee. Bind them about thy neck. Write them upon the table of thine heart. So shalt thou find favor and good understanding in the sight of God and man. Trust in the Lord Yahweh with all thine heart, and lean not unto thine own understanding, until our own understanding. And all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. So when you really dedicate yourself in your mind, to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay, the actions follow, and then he's gonna guide your path, man. Pretty much this is a faith thing. All right, this is a faith thing. We're faith based. All right, and I just can't explain it. You have to believe on Yahweh Shai, like blind faith, and it's gonna happen. Like it will happen. Whether it be a job that fits your schedule, that doesn't require you to break the law, statutes, and commandments, like it's a part of the job, like shaving your beard or having to, I don't know, but yeah, all right, and he will look out for you, man. All right, if it be his will, and it's his will, because if you ask him something that's in line with what he commands, 9 times out of 10 he will oblige you. Like I said, it's got to be his will though. So the next scripture I got is the book of Sirach, or Ecclesiasticus, chapter 19 and verse 19. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the Salakia. I'm gonna start at 18. The fear of the Lord is thy first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom obtaining his love. The knowledge of the commandments of the Lord is the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of the Lord is all wisdom, and in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency. Okay, so the word it's like the word omnipotent or omnipotency means all powerful. Okay, potent, power, omni, all. All right, and the Lord is all powerful, all knowing. He's omnipresent, omniscient, omnipotent, all seeing, or all present, all all knowing, omniscient, and all what is it? What I said? Omnipotent, all powerful. Okay, and it's easier said than done. But man, if you pray for faith, All right, the Lord, he will oblige that. And then through that faith, he's going to what? Direct your paths, just like I said. So if you're in the military, get out. Anything that you can't be halfway in and halfway out. You can't have the dainties of this world, because being in the military is like a badge of honor to some people. You serving your country, you getting a decent paycheck. We're going to say decent because it's really not when you do the calculations of what a private makes to what you make in like a job that's paying like around $12 an hour. That's like it, but they make up for it with like, all the other shit. But anyway, yeah, man. Yeah, if you are the elect and you are in the military, especially as a man, because we're talking about the beard aspect, but as a woman, you need to get out too, because a woman shouldn't be in the military anyway. If you part of the elect, I guarantee you, it's not a lot of elect women in the military. The Lord has directed their paths to where they got out, and they probably got out with time to absorb this truth and separate themselves, or either they're already been out and they're learning. Okay, so yeah, and then with that beard thing, it's easy to get but it's gonna be hard for some brothers if they're set up, and they work at a job where you got to shave your beard, and they've been at that job, but then they come into the knowledge. It's going to be hard. Okay. But hey, what you rather do is put all your marbles in one bucket, man. Trust in the Lord, put everything on the Lord. And I guarantee you, he will direct your paths into something better, a better paying job, or maybe just a decent job to where, okay, it evens out. You might have to cut back on certain things, but as long as you're following the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability, hey, the Lord, is going to take care of us, man. All we need is our daily bread. We don't really need, too much in this world, man. All right? Because that too much in this world can choke the spiritual aspect out of you. Yeah, it says use this world as using this world, not abusing it. Okay, so let's go to the book of Hebrews, chapter 11. And verse 6. But without faith, it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Okay, so when you read up, okay, it talks about faith and certain instances where our forefathers had faith, and and the Lord delivered them out of certain perils. Okay, when the world started to go to shit, after before the flood, the Lord got Enoch up out of there. All right, when let's see, Moses was tied in with Egypt. You can best believe he probably had a bald face and everything like that. But what did he do? He dropped all of that. He dropped being basically the Pharaoh's like kin, pretty much, to suffer with his people, man. All right, and look what that did for him. Being the Lord used him as a leader, okay, to guide Israel out of captivity. All right, and we know through the Spirit who Moses is, the king. All right, lowercase king, because Yahushua is King of Kings, but then we do have a king on the earth, or a king that's gonna be on the throne, which is King David. All right, so yeah, but without faith it is impossible to please him. This is Hebrews 11:6 once again. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. So, you come into this faith, come into this knowledge. Hey, man, it's time to, put all that worldly stuff to the side and just believe in the Lord, man. All right. The book of Baruch says, having been departed from him, seek him 10 times more. So that's all of us. We've been through this Gentile state, are going through this Gentile state, and it's before we got, and I'm just talking about the ones that are hip to the truth. Maybe this might, stir somebody's mind up to seek the truth. Okay, this might be the first video you see, but I'm talking about addressing the ones that already know about the truth, okay, and are learning, but are in these predicaments to where you're facing financial peril or ruin to ultimately try to please the Lord, which that shouldn't even be finances shouldn't even be a thought in your mind. All right, pleasing the Lord first, and the Lord will take care of all that. So let's move on. Yeah, without faith, it is impossible to please the Lord. So you got to have faith that He's gonna get you out of whatever situation. All right, no matter what, man. All right, this is the book of Sirach, chapter 11. And verse 21, marvel not at the works of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. So there you go. All right, it's an easy thing for the Lord to bless you with a well-paying job, or bless you with this, or bless you with that. Okay, the first thing that you got to worry about is pleasing Him, serving Him. Everything else falls under that. Literally, everything else falls under that. You serve the Lord with all your heart, all your might. Do what you got to do. Man, the Lord going to provide. He's going to put the Spirit on you to do this, put the Spirit on you to do that. You ain't even got to do a to-do list like me. I ain't going to lie. I sometimes I do a to-do list and I write things out I got to do. But then most of the time that shit don't even end up going. It ends up falling through. All right. Hey, that's why I think in the book of, I forgot what book it is, James, basically, before we do anything, we need to call on the name. Ask if it be the Lord's will. If it be the Lord's will, I'll do this. If it be the Lord's will, I'll do that. Yeah. So it's an easy thing for the Lord to make a man rich, man. So we're not in this thing for the riches, okay? Because the riches are controlled ultimately by who? Satan, and the high level elitists. And you see what these music stars and these entertainers got to do to get their riches, man. They got to do some deplorable things. It's things that we don't see, that we don't even know about. All right, that be happening at these mansion parties. That be happening all the time. That these rituals that they got to do to keep their money, to keep themselves in the public eye or in a certain status. Man, hey, I don't want no part of that, man. I'd rather just, have a decent living. All right, if you got a family, the Lord gonna provide for your family, man. If you a man, you are the head of the family. So what you do ultimately trickles down to your family. So if you serve the Lord first, the Lord's gonna provide for you and your family, man. And I honestly can say that He will. I'm not just saying this and it didn't happen to me. That the Lord really has blessed me and my family, and I just it's the word. Just trusting on Him. I didn't know I'm not saying I have a lot, but I didn't know when I first came into this thing what the Lord would do as far as providing for you. I just knew I wanted to serve Him and I needed to serve Him, and then everything else just came. It just, ups and downs, man. All right. Hey, and don't get it twisted. You're going to learn how to be abound and how to be abased in this truth. For sure. 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. For if any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So part of having a good job, or part of having, hey, there's nothing wrong. All right, let me clean that up. There's nothing wrong with having a good job, having nice things, but you can't let it cloud your mind where you're just this vain person. And no, you have to, we Israelites, we like nice stuff. We like gold and having nice, linen and everything like that. But you can't have that to be at the focal point of your mind. You have to trust in the Lord first and be spiritual. And then this little shit ain't nothing, man. We looking for spiritual bodies, not looking for no damn Gucci shirt. Some damn, I don't know, man. All right, we're looking for spiritual bodies. All this shit gonna pass away, man. Ain't gonna be no damn designer, Louis Vuitton, and all type of shit in the kingdom. Hey, most of them designers, they play for they on that team, man. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, but yeah, For all, this is verse 16 in 1 John 2. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh and the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua abideth forever. That's beautiful. Hey, all this stuff is gonna be gone, man. Good jobs. We ain't gonna be working in the kingdom. We're gonna be doing work, but it's gonna be like, work. Putting in work on these other nations, man. All right, and doing what, Yahweh Shem Yahushua knows what. All right, in other galaxies and planets and stuff like that. But for right now, hey, all this stuff, man, all this stuff is temporal, man. You can go to the book of Second Peter, I believe, man. It's temporal. It's gonna get burnt up anyway. So why invest? Why put all of your money in a stock that's gonna go belly up anyway? Yeah. Why do that anyway, man? All right. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. It's not smart. I got a couple more, and I'm gonna wrap this up. This is the book of Second Samuel 10 and 5. Okay, and this is just real quick the law of keeping a beard on your face. And like I said on the second part, even after I got into the truth, I came in 2016. I never had a job that required me to shave my beard, and if I did, I didn't even apply. Like, I had some offers, I had like some jobs, some prospects for some jobs that they were like, yeah, you got to shave your beard and do this. I was like, all right, that's not the job for me. I'm not shaving my beard, and hey, shit, that's just what you got to do, man. All right. This is 2 Samuel 10 and 5. When they told it unto David, he sent to meet them because the men were greatly ashamed. And the king said, tarry at Jericho until your beards be grown, and then return. Okay. So there you go. All right. That to not have a beard as a man is embarrassing, pretty much. Now, if you can't grow one, that's cool, but you got to work with what you got. Because some brothers can just grow this part and then that part, bam. Some brothers got, a little, you know what I'm saying? Hey, but they doing what they got. They're working with what they have to the best of their ability. And that's what the Lord looks for, man. If you step out on the line on faith, all right, whatever is missing or whatever is void, he's going to fill in that space, man. That's the good thing about grace and mercy and faith. All right. Anything that we're lacking, he's going to insert that, man. If that makes sense. So, yeah, that's why you have to have a beard as a man. OK, it was seen as it's seen as a badge of honor. OK, it is a badge of honor. All right, that the Lord set up for men to have. OK, and what separates you from a woman, other than the obvious, damn shit, facial hair. Matthew 8 and 5. And when Yahushua was entered into Capernaum, there came unto him a centurion, beseeching him, and saying, Lord, my servant lieth at home sick of the palsy, grievously tormented. And Yahushua said unto him, I will come and heal him. All right, and here's the humility of a centurion. The centurion answered and said, Lord, I am not worthy that thou shouldest come under my roof. But speak the word only, and my servant shall be healed. For I'm a man under authority, having soldiers under me. And I say to this man, go, and he goeth, and to another, come, and he goeth, and to my servant, do this and do that. And when Yahushua heard it, he marveled and said unto them that followed, verily I say unto you, I have not found so great faith, no, not in Israel. So see, this man knew that he was going off, and that he wasn't even worthy of the presence or worthy of the blessing from Yahushua. But his humility and his faith, Yahushua, called it out and said he haven't seen, he has found not so great faith in Israel, man. All right. So yes, being in the military is wrong, and yes, that's part of the beast system, and you got to get up out of there, man. All right. Hey, the scriptures talk about anybody that's joined on to that beast, man. Okay. Actually, let me get that, and then I'm going to end it with the book of Romans. All right. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13. All right. Verse 15, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And he caused of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, this beast system is already set up. The Roman Empire, the eighth beast, okay, this is just a mirror of the Roman Empire, the fourth beast, pretty much. This is, this is just a mirror. Okay, the one that was, the one that is, and the one that is yet to come. Okay, so America being the revised Roman Empire, Rome 2.0, brothers like to say. All right, we are living in the system of it, and what's part of that system? The military, being a centurion. Okay, so if you been in there and if you just so happen to be in it, when Yahushua returns, you're gonna be found happily. To fight against Yahushua. So anything that's opposed to Yahushua, you got to detach yourself from it. The world, the military, a job that tells you to shave your beard, like whatever, man. All right. This is the book of Revelation 14:11, and the smoke of their torment ascendeth up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night. Who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So that's all gonna tie into one though, because you're gonna be right there first in line. An extension of the beast, part of the beast being in the military, okay, and then you're gonna be set up for that thing, for the charagma. All right, so hey, and then I'm gonna leave it with this because this is one of my favorite scriptures. You're gonna let a simple thing as not growing your facial hair and having a good job or whatnot keep you away from Yahushua. Hey, the elect says no, man. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8 and verse 35. Who shall separate us from the love of Yahushua HaMashiach? Shall tribulation or distress or persecution or famine or nakedness or peril or sword? As it is written, for thy sake we are killed all the day long. We are accounted as sheep for the slaughter. Nay, in all these things we are more than conquerors through him that loved us. For I am persuaded that neither death, nor life, nor angels, nor principalities, nor powers, nor things present, okay, including your damn job, nor things to come, nor height, nor depth, nor any other creature shall be able to separate us from the love of Yahweh, which is in Yahushua HaMashiach, our Lord. So that should answer your question right there, man. Hey, if you're part of the military, try to get out, pray to the Lord. And the law, statutes, commandments you can keep. Like, if you're a man having a beard on your face, hey, man, step out on that line of faith and, pray to the Lord, and he will protect. He will, protect you, and he will provide for you and your family, man. All right, you got to have faith. So that's it. Lord Williams edifying, giving all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Rechah HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings to the Lord's elect. And until next time, shalom.